Editing videos is so hard. I started a YouTube channel because I just wanted to talk about games I liked. River, what are you playing? Oh, Shovel Knight. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I should take a break. Here, let me have a go. Man, I love platformers. They're just so easy to pick up and play, and they're kind of relaxing in my opinion. If I want to play 1 or 2 levels, I can. If I want to play through the whole game, I can, and I can always just come back to it later if I don't finish it. What other platformers do we have? I've talked before how Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, and Shovel Knight are some of my favorite games of all time. Platformers in general are a genre that I think come to mind when I think video game. Mario riding on Yoshi, Mega Man hopping onto disappearing blocks, games like these are the reason I love video games so much. Let's see here. Mega Man X. Mega Man X is the epitome of badass platformers. Fluid controls, great shooting, the power-ups and bosses are awesome, the graphics look great, and the music. Oh man, the music. Rocked out too hard. What else do we got? This one's fun. Yoshi's Island. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island puts the player in the shoes, literally, of the lovable green dinosaur Yoshi, on his quest to get baby Mario back to safety and keep him away from Kamek and his toadies. The music is an upbeat companion to the world of Yoshi's Island, and the visuals are just... The hand-drawn aesthetics really play on the idea that Mario and Luigi are both babies. Just look at all these games! I think it's safe to say I love platformers. Let's see. What is this? Whoa! Oh my gosh, this is awesome! Chiki Chiki Boys may be the greatest platformer, if not the most weirdest and wildest platformer I've ever played. You've got cannons with arms shooting bombs with angry eyes. You've got green bean men throwing green bean men throwing green beans. You've got flying saucers with boxing gloves shooting turnips with little arms. This game's insane! It reminds me a lot of that one arcade game, Spin Master or Miracle Adventure in Japan, with its crazy gameplay and insane enemies. And no wonder, since Chiki Chiki Boys was originally an arcade game by Capcom called Mega Twins. So without further ado, Chiki Chiki Boys. It's so fun to say. Chiki Chiki Boys. Chiki Chiki Boys. The game starts off by telling us that long ago a great evil attacked the kingdom and left it in ruins. Years later, the infant twins of the sun have grown up and now vow to take revenge on the evil that besieged their land. See, there's your first problem. Villains out there, if you're gonna take over a kingdom, make sure no threat remains so that it can come back and take revenge on you, because it doesn't end well for the villains. It never does.
Before the game starts, we get the option to play as one of the two twins. The blue twin has better attack damage, and the red twin has more magic power.
Mega Twins was originally a 2-player game, but when they ported it to the Sega Genesis, they kept the same quality and gameplay, but took out 2-player co-op. So as usual, I'm going solo.
I'll choose the blue guy because I usually pick the melee sword guy in video games, and man, look at that sweet hair. I mean, look at the other guy. He looks like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z with the luchador mask. We're then presented with 3 levels to choose from, but let's start with the first level. Round. It begins with a foresty level that has us attacking Kuribos and Beanmen, jumping over spike pits and fighting a mini-boss who flies around with the little ship with the leaf from My Neighbor Totoro.
Man, first off I want to say that the controls are awesome. The jumping is responsive, the sword swings are satisfying, the animations are really great. It also helps that the controller is a controller and not some weird science experiment.
The level then transitions into a cave area where we... Oh, come on! That's so cheap! I jumped up trying to avoid the guys on the bottom who I knew will resurface, only to have them resurface where I'm jumping! I swear it's all random.
I guess it kind of makes sense since, as I said earlier, it was an arcade game, so it was clearly designed to eat your quarters. Let's do this.
The second level has us flying through a cloud/sky level, almost in the fashion of a shoot 'em up. Look how awesome this is! Towards the end of this section, we fight against the Bumblebee Cloud Baby Cupid guy, who is super easy if you're a pro gamer like myself. Pro gamer. The boss in this stage is a 2-headed dragon that spits fire and uses his own offspring as projectiles to attack you.
That's awesome! I couldn't make that up! That's it, the review's over, it's done. 10 out of 10!
The next area is an underwater level where we can just swim to the top and avoid everything. We literally just breeze right through it.
Probably should have used that joke for the previous level.
The next levels are pure mayhem, and by this time, I've died like 1,000 times. We fight a Stalfos ripoff, a mean green bean man, and a vampire who likes to flash.
Now in between each levels we get a shop screen where we can buy new power-ups, a stronger sword, a better shield, we can restore our health and our magic meter.
But the most important power-up are the continues. You only get 2 tries and you can't stock more than 1 continue. So when you die, that's it. You're brown bread. You go back to the beginning.
You have to remember that this comes from a time when our reflexes were honed, we had nerves of steel. Now we've all just gone kind of soft with the hand-holding and the tutorials in video games today.
The final stage has us climbing a tower with everything being thrown at us. Fire rises, flying blue saucers, cannons with arms.
Mind you, this all has to be done in 2 tries.
The final boss, Ronald McDonald, who looks like he's had one too many of his own Big Macs.
Yes, I did it! That proves that awesome yet difficult games still hold up today.
With awesome gameplay and controls, great music and visuals, Chiki Chiki Boys really surprised me. More so that not a lot of people ever talk about this hidden gem.
Finally glad I got that out of my system. I mean, it was a good break and all, but I really should start on my next episode. Wonder what I'd talk about though. Anyways, what are you playing? This looks really cool. What is it? Huh.